Hey everybody, wanted to share a quick thought with you. If you joined with me last week, we were talking about David and Goliath and how God can use ordinary people and regular things to do extraordinary miracles, and that it's through us and through these ordinary means that God is at work. But I want to stay in the story of David and Goliath because there's one piece of the story that has always resonated with me, and it's one that when I read it, I'm reminded time and time again to be who God has created me to be and use the blessings and giftings that He's given me rather than trying to be somebody else. When I really was pursuing in the beginning stages the calling that God had on my life, I felt like I had to play a part. I had to look like a pastor. I had to act like pastors that I had in my life, or what I thought people wanted me to be. And in David and Goliath, after David says he's going to take on Goliath, Saul takes him and tries to equip him with his armor and gives him his sword. Now, David's a small boy or a teenager at this time, and Saul's a grown man, and there's also other size differences, but the armor doesn't fit David. He doesn't fit the mold of what Saul thinks he needs to be in order to fight Goliath. So David, instead of trying to be Saul or trying to fit Saul's armor, takes it all off and says that he's going to do it his way, and he's going to do it the way that he knows. So he goes to the river and gets the 5 stones and prepares to use his slingshot because he knows how to do that. He knows how to be a shepherd. He knows how to use his slingshot. Now in life, as I had shared, like when I was early on in pastoral ministry, we sometimes have that fight within us that we try to be somebody that we're not, or we try to fit a mold, or we have this image of what it is we're supposed to be. But when we face life, what God is calling us to do and God is calling us to be is ourselves, the way that He has made us. Now, yes, there's things that we change, there's convictions, there's sins in our lives that we need to correct. But God has given each and every one of us giftings and blessing, and has made us who we are. And like David, when we go through life, we need to be us. That God has great plans for you and who you are and how He's gifted you, how He has prepared you. So don't try to fit a mold that God has not created you to be. Don't try to put on Saul's armor and fit that when God needs and wants you to be David. God did not use Saul to defeat Goliath. God didn't need another Saul. God needed David, and He used David the way David is, and with the giftings and skills and faith that David had. Let us be like that, saying, God, here we are, shape us, use us in whatever way that you have planned, the way you have created me, the way you have gifted me, the way that I am, my personality, my talents, my demeanor, everything, Lord, my heart, my abilities, may you use them. And help me not to get lost in the trap of being somebody else or trying to be somebody that I am not. God bless. Take care.